Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this reading and video, what we'll be focusing on, of course, is your connection, your person, and how they feel about you at this moment. This is going to focus on those of you who are in separation or going through challenges in your partnership right now. And then we'll take a look at what your angel guides need you to understand during this time apart from your person. General advice as always, guys, so please do keep that in mind throughout the reading and only take the parts of it that resonate for you. These are the two decks that will carry this reading at this time: My Heart and Soul Love Oracle, and then the Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon Tarot. Let's get into it. Hello, Gemini. Let's get into your messages here. What is it that you need to know? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. How your person feels about you now. So no matter what you guys are going through, let's see. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right, here we go. We have alone. So either you're spending time on your own, or maybe they are. It could also be an indication of two people who, of course, are in separation, feeling isolated. So let's read this. It does say we spend so much time trying to find that ideal partner or soulmate. We forget to throw that energy into ourselves, to find love within yourself first, before you can find that love elsewhere. It will find you once you can spend time alone and get to a place where you enjoy spending time with you. Excuse me. So I was doing a reading for a Gemini this one time, and this person didn't like being alone. They did not like being single, but they were in and out of relationships that just didn't work. So there were wounds there from prior relationships, heartbreak, trauma, and however way it came through for this person. But, you know, they didn't take the time to focus on filling that cup for themselves, you know? So this person could have been running on empty, jumping into another connection, didn't work out, jumping into another connection, that didn't work out. So it's really important, if you relate to this, especially, you know, again, for those in separation, you're in between relationships right now, you're not with the one that you love or care for. So it's really important to give back to yourself. That could be how you're both actually feeling at this point in time. Feeling so alone and sad and depressed because you guys are not with each other, but there's this need to learn the lesson behind it and why you guys are apart. Let's see, let me grab another for Gemini. Look at this. We have inner strength. Okay. So it says, I gave my all, everything I had inside me, but it wasn't enough. Was it ever enough? Am I good enough? Why am I the one that's here? Heartbroken. I don't deserve this. I'll be all right. I'm strong. This pain is trying to shatter me. I won't let it. I will overcome. So this is coming through for those of you who are going through so much in life, and certainly when it comes to your love connection. It has been difficult, but there is this need to be on your own, perhaps in the meantime, to be able to find that inner strength, as we can see here, to be able to find yourself again, to be able to focus on your healing in however way you need it. And for some of you, I do feel the breakup is a necessary one. It could even be divine intervention, where the universe might have stepped in and said, you know what? You're not seeing the signs, you're not seeing the red flags, so I'm going to have to remove you from this situation in order for you to get onto a better path. All right, let's see. For Gemini, this is very interesting, guys. All right, we have someday. So the message, you only see the part of me that I let you see. the tough exterior, the poker face, no sign of the hurt that you put me through. I'm never going to let you see how fragile I still am on the inside, that there's still a part of me working on healing and my personal growth. Exactly. I'll be okay without you eventually. This is a very specific message coming through for those of you who are on your own, you are single, but you're still very much focused on somebody that you were romantically linked to. You still feel connected to this person. It has not been easy. But if you're in this situation, more than likely they've done something here to create the separation, or you might have had to distance yourself and walk away because there was something either unhealthy, toxic about it, and maybe you got to a place where you finally did know that that was the thing to do, to break free from it. So if you're focusing on your healing right now, you have to be very kind to yourself, and you can't rush that process. It really is a someday type of mentality, because it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow, may not even happen this month or year. You have to be very gentle with the steps that you take moving forward after having experienced such intense heartbreak and maybe even a tower moment with this person that's coming through in this reading for you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with these 3 cards. Let's go ahead and clarify with tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What do we need to know here? What do we need to know? For Gemini. Look at this. The way it's presenting itself here for me, Gemini, the weight of the situation, whatever it is that you are carrying, it's going to get heavier and heavier as long as you continue to believe that it's meant for you to carry, because sometimes we take on other people's issues and problems and drama. So just an example, you're in love with this person, but you're not with them at this point in time. There's a reason for that, Could have been infidelity. It could have been trust issues. It could have been other factors, other people. And so I feel the gravity of whatever that represented, you might relate to this, Gemini, where you're literally carrying it on your shoulders. It's like a burden. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. And you need to get to a point where you've focused so much on your healing, and perhaps you've done the shadow work on yourself to be able to move on from this type of experience. And there will come a point, someday, when that healing has finally completed, that you can let go, that you can release it. Look at the next card here, guys. We've got the Chariot. So whatever struggles you are dealing with at this moment, Gemini, just know that it's temporary, that life will be able to create movement in your life, but you have to be able to help it along by focusing on yourself. You know what it is that you need. And if you relate to this message right here, where you gave your all to a person, to a relationship, and they just did not give it back. So you have to be mindful of who it is that you are allowing into your heart, into your life. We do have the Knight of Wands. Adventurous, our Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, they can be the type of person where they're in and out of your life. They can explore their options. They might be in player mode. You might find that you have a really great connection with this person, but you could also come to the realization that they're not really ready to settle down or to be exclusive in a partnership with you. And that could have been very hurtful. Six of Swords. Whoever this message is for, I'm telling you guys, it's meant for you to move on. The Chariot, that triumphant outcome can present itself in your life the moment you release whatever these burdens represent, because it's, you know, in a way, once you cleanse that out of your energy and you're able to just move forward, you'll be shocked by what you're able to manifest in your life, I feel. I am not surprised to see this. You definitely experienced a tower moment with someone. And, you know, you've come to this reading because you want to know how they still feel about you. And the way it's presenting itself here, it's more like a message specifically for you to let you know it's okay to be single. It's okay to be on your own. Focus on your own healing. If it's not happening for you right now, it will someday. But you don't want to be in and out of relationships, one right after the other, because you don't want to be alone, because you don't want to know what it's like to be without someone, you know. So it's trying to get you onto a path where you have to take your time getting to know somebody, peeling back the layers of who that person is and what they're bringing to the table. What do they represent in your life? You know, are they here to bring commitment? Or are they here to just play with your affections and create drama? So I feel if you relate to this, Gemini, this is a very specific message for you to let you know the commitment right now needs to be to yourself, to give back to you, to fill that cup, right? And by focusing on that in time, again, it keeps coming back to someday you'll be ready. Someday you will open up your heart to the right kind of love, a fresh start, a new beginning. But right now, you're meant to be in solitude, okay? To be able to really go within and, you know, as it says, soul searching. You don't have to be with anybody to find value in your life. So if you are missing someone, more than likely you are thinking about them, wondering, how do they really feel about me? I gotta tell you, for those of you who relate to this, they're not, okay? As harsh as that might sound, guys, this is somebody who's spending time with other people. Maybe you already know that. And so you need to get to a place where you need to be content spending time with you. This message is crucial, the way it presented itself in this reading. So this is valuable time for you to focus on your healing. I'm telling you, Spirit just knows what to bring forward because the Four of Swords represents that healing. Recuperation. You know exactly what it is that you need to recuperate from if this is your reading. Okay? So now, again, I'm losing my voice. I apologize. So let's take a look at what your angel guides need you to understand, right? At this point in time, since you are not with this person, more than likely. For those of you who are going through challenges, but you're still connected to this individual, you're still in a relationship, I feel it's time to face the music, so to speak, because the way it's presenting itself here, you're better off spending time on your own rather than being in a relationship that's so challenging. And you might be overextending yourself. Again, the one card literally says, I gave my all. I gave everything I had. I have nothing left in the tank. So it's time for you to give back to you. Fill up that cup. Fill up that tank, right? All right, so here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What is the message here? A message from your angel guides. What you need to hear right now. And this card flew across the room. Hold on. Wow. This is crazy. Look at this. We have illusions. Feelings aren't facts. Not everything is what it seems. Question your reality. Detaching is healthy. Meditation is needed to clear your mind. 100%. You need to go into hermit mode in a sense, right? To be able to clear your thoughts, to be able to clear out the cobwebs and really see things for what it is and to know what your action plan is moving forward. So illusions, this message, I feel, makes a lot of sense. Let's see what else for Gemini. What else? All right, so we do have the masculine energy coming through here. Logical, straightforward, honest, hands-on, action-oriented. For my feminines, perhaps this is coming through because you are thinking of your divine masculine, but it could also represent a masculine who can come in for you once you let go of the illusions of what it is that you might be wanting to create with somebody else that just is not good for you. You know, as it says, question your reality. Do you really want this person to be a part of your reality? Or would you rather have a person, a masculine, who is very hands-on and action-oriented? They're not going to keep you in limbo. Bottom of the deck, we have doors. Which doors will you open? Which will you close? It's all your choice, and it really is. It's your life. You get to decide whether or not a person stays or goes, whether or not that door is a revolving door where they can come in and out of your life and you're okay with that, or you just allow them to come back in with their empty promises and whatever they are wanting to bring to the table. You know, the sweet talking that comes in when somebody's trying to win you back. Do they even deserve to come in that door? So there's a lot here, I feel, Gemini, that you need to think about when it comes to unhealthy relationships that were a part of your life, and it could be those same people or that same person who wants to come back in. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this. So I will be pulling from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. For my new viewers, you might not know about this deck. It is just like any other tarot deck, but I have also added additional court cards as well as oracle messages. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. All right, we've got the Two of Swords coming through. This is so interesting, guys, because it did come up in the reverse. There is a delay. There's some sort of event that's postponed for now. And look at that, seeing the truth. The lesser of two evils, no right choice. Maybe right now you are confused. Maybe you're not quite sure which direction to go. But it could also indicate that you are overly cautious. You know, you're not wanting to make the wrong choice, not wanting to make the wrong move here. But I feel as long as you are giving back to yourself, that's good. Five of Swords, followed by the Hangman. As you can see, you're being directed to release it, to walk away from it, to just let it go. See life from a very different angle. And I really feel if you relate to this, you might have been, as you know, as we've already learned, you gave your all to this person, but they either didn't acknowledge that or they didn't care because they were all about themselves and what they wanted. As you can see here, release it, let it go, move forward, leave it behind, right? Close that door because you deserve to open up a brand new door that's way better for you. And look how fitting this is that you've got the Lover's card. This definitely is about your love connections, Gemini. This is your own Gemini card in tarot. So your romantic life can actually improve and get better, but it comes down to you choosing people that really would be adding to your life rather than taking from it, you know? So if you relate to this, I kind of feel that you've been through some challenging stuff. And it's time to just choose differently. the saber of air. How fitting is this, guys? First of all, you're an air sign. So let me read this to you. Time to clean house. Cut toxicity out of your life. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. Don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage. I'm telling you, there's something about this. That heavy baggage you've been carrying, throw it out like yesterday's trash, because it is time to move on and bring in some fresh air. That heavy baggage needs to go. There's no way around it, guys. If this is your message, if this is your reading, you know what it is that you need to do. No more procrastinating. It's time to act. All right. If you are interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box, and the link to all the decks featured here listed down below as well. Thank you so much, guys. I hope this helped you out, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Take care.